guys, Ramblin Bob here again. So I want to do a video on the 4 biggest solar panels that I found that are on Amazon and obviously their respected websites. We're going to take a look at the specs of the Ecoflow 400 panel. These are all portable, foldable panels. We're going to take a look at the Bluetti PV420, that's a 420 watt solar panel. And we're going to look at the Allpowers SP037 400 watt solar panel and the Pecron 330 watt PV300 solar panel. So we're going to look at the specs of all of these, and let's start out with the Allpowers. So we're going to bring this up here. The Allpowers has a all the prices that I'm going off of are the prices that are the normal prices listed on Amazon. This doesn't reflect any sales or discounts anywhere. Those are obviously going to affect the price per watt. I'm just going off the retail price of what they have listed, so we can use that as a base model. If you can get them cheaper, that's awesome, but I'm just going off the base numbers. Okay, the Allpowers is a $700 solar panel. As you can see, they have a $120 off coupon, but like I said, oh, and another 10% here. I don't know if that's added on. Let me take a look at it real quick here. Yep, okay, so you get an extra 10%. So that's nice. We're going to go off the base model of 700 because I don't know how long these coupons or ads are going to last. So you have a $700 400 watt panel. That comes down to $1.75 watts per $1.75 per watt. The open VOC of this panel is going to be 45.3 volts. The working VOC, the working voltage of this panel is going to be 37.4 volts. The efficiency is about 22%. The open size, it doesn't have it listed. I couldn't find it on their website either as far as how big it was. I looked here, and I also looked on their website here. I did not see a listing for the size. Judging by the side, it's 5 panels, so it's going to be pretty long. This says 110 centimeters, and then that's 40 inches, but that's the pack dimensions, the package dimensions. That's not the open dimensions of it. As you can see here, you get kind of an idea. I'm going to guess this is probably 90 to 100, possibly even more, maybe inches wide. But I don't know because it doesn't list it on the specs of Amazon or Allpowers unless I missed it. We also have a total weight of 48 pounds, and all this information I get from the website and on Amazon's listing for Allpowers. MC4 connectors. The short circuit amps is 11.45. The working circuit amps is, max working is 10.6 amps. The IP rating of the panel is IP67, and this is a polycrystalline panel. Okay, so that's the Allpowers. I'll also have a chart at the end so we can kind of look through them and see, you know, because there's a lot of numbers to remember. So now we're going to look at the Bluetti PV420, and that's a 400 watt panel. Okay, let's bring that up. That retails at $1,100. Obviously, there's a $200 coupon here that would affect the price, but like I said, I'm going off of the initial price of what they have listed because these coupons always change. So that would be $1,100 for 420 watts max output. That's an average price per watt of $2.62 per watt hour. Per watt. The open voltage circuit is 44.3. Now here's the weird thing. The working voltage I could not find on Amazon, nor could I find it on their website. I'm going to have to talk to them on their next stream and figure out what the working voltage is. It's usually, I'm going to say probably anywhere between maybe 37, 38 volts, but I can't verify that because it's not listed on their website. The cell efficiency is 23.4. The open size is 100 inches by 38 inches by approximately 2 inches. All of these numbers have been rounded to make it easier. The package closed size is 38 inches by 26 by 2, and the total weight is 31 pounds. Connector is MC4. The short circuit is for the amps is 12.2. The working amps, that's another thing that's not listed on Amazon nor their website. I didn't see it anywhere listed, is their working amps. Under the specs, it's just not there. So that's one more thing that we're going to have to talk to them about to see, to kind of fill in the gaps. The IP rating is 67, IP67, and this is a monocrystalline panel. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Ecoflow. Where's the Ecoflow? This guy, this bad boy right here. Okay, so the Ecoflow is a 400 watt panel. It retails at $1,200. I think it's the same. I don't see any coupons. Yep, no coupons on the Ecoflow. That's a price per watt of about $3 per watt. The VOC of this panel is 48 volts. The working voltage is 41 volts. The cell efficiency is 22.4%, and these are obviously up to. The size open is 93 inches by 42 inches by 1 inch. The closed size, it's not listed. I didn't see it listed anywhere. It says 23 by 20 for the closed by approximately 1 inch. I don't know. I'm assuming that's the dimensions closed, because obviously this wouldn't be open. So we're going to take those numbers at 23 by 20 by about 1 inch. The total weight is on their paper is about, it says 34.2 pounds here, but there's also a bag that comes with it that holds that kickstand, so the total weight with the bag is about 42 pounds. And what I'm doing is doing the total weight of all of the product when you have to carry it. So that extra weight could make a difference between someone being able to carry it or not, so I have to list that. The connector is MC4, short circuit amps is 11, and the max working circuit amps is 9.8. Now the IP rating of this panel is IP68, which is very, very good. And that, once again, this is a monocrystalline panel. Okay, so now we're going to take that one down, and we're going to go to the Pecron. Alright, the new kid on the block here. That is the Pecron PB300. It retails at $600. Price per watt is $1.81 price per watt. That does not obviously include coupons or anything. I have not seen coupons for this model as of yet, but obviously that would modify the price per watt. The VOC, the open voltage circuit on this one is 39.6. The working voltage is approximately 33 volts. The efficiency is up to 23%. The open size of the panel is 92 inches by 35 inches by 1 inch. The closed size of this panel is 35 inches by 24 inches by about 2 inches. The total weight of this panel is about 29 pounds. MC4 connectors. Short circuit amps is 12. Max working amps is 10. The IP rating, the waterproof rating, is IP65. It's actually listed from Pecron as IW65, and I believe that when they have a W, I'm not 100% positive on the IP ratings. Some of them get a little confusing, but I was told that the W in there is not a provable number, so it's like a working number. The working number is IW65, and that's also a monocrystalline panel. So now what we'll do is we'll take all four of these. I would like any one of these four, just for the record. I have one out of four of these. So now we're going to look at the chart here. This is a little chart that I made, and then we can kind of see which one would be good for you. I'm in favor of no brand or no item. I like anything that works. I don't care who makes it and what name's on it, as long as the product works. That's my bottom line from my bottom dollar. I'm just putting this out there to see if I can help other people make a more informed decision with more information. Okay, so as the price, obviously the highest right now is the Ecoflow. That's at $1,200. Then the Bluetti comes in at $1,100. Then the Allpowers comes in at $700, and then the Pecron comes in at $600. Once again, these are the retail prices, and it does not reflect any sale prices or coupons on any website out there. The price per watt right now, the highest according to these numbers, is $3 per watt for the Ecoflow, $2.62, and second place is the Bluetti. $1.81 for the Pecron, and $1.75 for the Allpowers. Now, once again, these numbers will change depending on the coupons and sales that each company respectively has. As far as VOC, the open circuit voltage, the highest is the Ecoflow in first place there. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Then second place is going to be the Allpowers panel. It's 45.3. Then in third place we have the Bluetti at 44.3, and the Pecron comes in at 39.6. Okay, so the working voltage, first place we have Ecoflow at 41 volts. Second place we have 37.4 for the Allpowers, and the Pecron comes in at third place at 33 volts. Bluetti does not have the working voltage listed. As I said, I was going to assume, and this is just a guess, because I didn't see it listed on their website nor Amazon. I'm going to assume that's at least 37 to 38 volts, somewhere in there, which would put that in either first or second place. But being that it's not listed, I can't accurately list that as far as first, second, third, or fourth place. As far as cell efficiency, you can see that the first place, according to the numbers, and these are all up to, of course, these aren't accurate numbers perfectly. This is a perfect environment, of course. 23.4% is the Bluetti, and then we have 23% is the Pecron, and then we have 22.4% is the Ecoflow, and then the Allpowers in at 22%. And I think one thing that affects that is the only polycrystalline panel that's listed here, so that the mono panels are obviously much more efficient. Size as far as open, Allpowers does not have their size listed on their website nor their Amazon that I found, so we're going to kind of exclude that one from this category. So the biggest panel would be the Bluetti at 105 inches wide. I'm not going to do the well, I'll do them both. 105 inches wide. Then the Ecoflow at 93, and the Pecron at 92. All these numbers have been rounded up or down according to the numbers as far as the 0.2 or 0.5 or whatever. Everything 0.5 or higher is obviously rounded up. Then as far as the height, you have the Ecoflow coming in at number 1, the Allpowers coming in at number 2, and the Pecron coming in at number 3. Obviously the Allpowers is excluded from this category because they don't have it listed. I can't find the numbers. As far as the closed size, we only have 2 because I can't find the numbers on these 2 panels. So we have to fill in a few gaps here. The Bluetti is 38 inches, and then by 26, and then the Pecron is 35 by 24, both 2 inches high. The Ecoflow and the Allpowers, I can't find the dimensions for them because they're not listed. As far as total weight, now this is a very important category because some people can't carry that much weight. All of them there are under the average weight of a 2,000 watt power station, which is approximately 50 pounds. The heaviest one is the Allpowers coming in at 48 volts, and that's obviously all the stands, the panel, and the wire that's connected to it, of all this whole category. Then the Ecoflow comes in at 42 pounds, the Bluetti comes in at 31 pounds, and the Pecron comes in at the lightest weight of 29 pounds. What I found out in portable panels is exactly opposite than what most people talk about. Most people talk about, well, get them as light as you can. Well, I got news for you. The lighter they are, the more fragile they are to wind and weather. So a heavier panel, for me personally, I like heavier panels. The reason for that is obviously, if you guys saw that test where I threw the ball at that panel and it took that and bounced back, well, that could be a dog that hits it, that could be the weather, the wind, you know what I mean, a small branch or something that kind of bumps it, just any kind of a average ordinary weather phenomenon that could happen. So I do like panels. I don't like very, very light panels myself. All the connectors on all 4 panels are MC4. That's the industry standard. That is a waterproof connection, so you don't have to worry about leaving that out in the rain. Even though I don't like connections in the rain, I do trust MC4 because very, very good connection. Okay, so as far as the short circuit amps, this is the highest it'll go before it short circuits and turns off the panel. In first place, we have 12.2 amps, which is the Bluetti. In second place, we have the Pecron at 12. Then we have the Allpowers at 11.45. And then we have the Ecoflow at 11 amps, respectively. The working circuit amps. Now I have all except one. I could not, once again, I could not find the working amps for the Bluetti. I'm going to assume it's around 10, but being that I don't have the accurate number, I can't include it in this category. So the highest is 10.6, which is the Allpowers panel. Then the Pecron comes in number 2nd with 10. And then coming in 3rd is 9.8 amps, which is the Ecoflow. As far as the waterproof rating, this is the most important category if you're going to leave your panel out, whether it's misty, cloudy, foggy, raining, snow, whatever you leave it in. In first place, the Ecoflow comes in with an amazing IP68 rating. That is wonderful. That's a very, very good rating for a portable solar panel. Then IP67 is tied for 2nd place between the Bluetti and the Allpowers, and the Pecron comes in at the lowest at IP65. So IP65 is like a splash. So if it's raining, guys, pull this panel in the house. This is not a good panel to leave outside during the rain. I personally wouldn't leave any panel out in the rain because if you get a lightning strike, you could short out your panel and whatever you're charging. But just in case, you know, just for safety. As far as the cell type, 3 of them are monocrystalline, which are the Pecron, the Ecoflow, and the Bluetti. The Allpowers is the only polycrystalline panel that we have on this chart. As far as all that information, guys, I really hope that I've done in these 4 panels. I personally would care for any one of these. I would take any one of these if anyone sent me. One of these companies has sent me panels already, and that didn't influence my judgment. I look at the ratings, I look at the power, I look at the price per watt, and I look at the total price, and I look at if a product works for me, and I look at the weaknesses. I don't want to list any other reviewers' conclusions because that's theirs. I have seen max inputs on all 4 of these panels, but I'm going to leave that up to the other reviewers to show you theirs. And that way I don't expose any of their information from their websites. I respect all the viewers and their content. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you in your decision. I would do more research, of course. This is just an opinion. I just want to get more information out there that helps people make a more informed buy of what's good for you and your family and what's good for you and your wallet. Okay, guys, Ramblin Bob out. Thank you for being a subscriber. Like the video if it has substance. Other people can find it. YouTube's algorithm, I think they call it, when it has been voted up or whatever, helps other folks find this information, and then that hopefully will save them some money and some frustration. Alright, guys, be safe, ramble on, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye!